All right, so the social media platforms are there's lots of them, right? And there's more social media platforms than what I can tell you about. So very few businesses have the capacity to engage or to actively engage in every social media platform. Therefore, choices need to be made about the best ones to use for achieving the social media objectives. Now, these should be based on two primary considerations. First of all, the population characteristics of the users on that social media platform, and two, the nature of the interactions on that platform. So let's get into that. So here we got the most popular social networks worldwide, as in generated by the number of monthly users. And this is similar to the previous one that I've shown. This is just from a different source. This is from Hootsuite, which is a large social media company that provides social media management tools to people like us, like marketers, right? So you can use, you can schedule all your, we're going to talk about scheduling of posts and stuff later, but basically you can use it to manage all your social media through all different apps. So the size of the population using the platform is an important consideration. So that's why so many businesses use Facebook, because it's just so big. Also, how this population corresponds with the target market for your business. So you might go, well, Facebook is the biggest one, so we should use that. But what are the people like on Facebook? And typically Facebook is older people, whereas something like TikTok is a lot younger people. So if your target market is younger people, like teenagers or early adults, then Facebook might not be the way to go, because there's just not that many there. They're not spending their time there, right? So it's just also the gender thing too, right? So something like Facebook is a lot more even, whereas something on like Pinterest, like this one here, it's nearly all women on there. So if you're selling stuff to men, like shaving products or what's men products, like I don't know, like something that's specifically targeting men, and you're on Pinterest, you might not really have thought that through properly. So the population characteristics have got to match your target market. Right, now the nature of these social interactions. So different social media platforms have different purposes, or people go onto them for different reasons. And this is why there's so many different types of social media applications. I go into Facebook because I'm interested in one thing. I go into LinkedIn for a different reason. I'm going to go on TikTok for another reason. I'm going to go Snapchat for a different reason. So they're all social media applications, but I use them for doing different things. They're all social things, but they are different things. So just give you some examples here. I've got a chart here from WordStream, which is another digital marketing company. So they do all this research themselves. So they're saying on Facebook it's mostly 25 to 35 year olds or boomers, whereas in Instagram it's mainly 18 to 24, 25 to 34, which are millennials. Twitter is older people and they're more educated, wealthy type people. LinkedIn is 46 to 45. So there's not that many young people on LinkedIn. There are young people on there, but not a heap of them. And the people that are on there they're professionally minded, right? And then TikTok is mainly 10-year-olds to 19-year-olds, and 60% female. There's a balance there. And then Snapchat is 13 to 17 or 25 to 34, mostly tweens, right? Now so that's the competition. That's the population we were talking about before. But what about what they do on there? So Facebook is a lot more family orientated, or friends, like your peer, like your family friends type thing, right? And because you're sharing photos about usually your kids, or you're playing footy or your dance competition or whatever, right? LinkedIn is more occupational, professional, and business to business. Instagram is a lot about photography. It's all about the getting those beautiful photos and it's a really good application for that. YouTube is about entertainment and that could be infomercial, like information, entertainment, like documentaries. I haven't got it in this. It's coming up next week's lecture. The top YouTube videos are actually the top one at the moment is a nursery rhyme Baby Shark, Baby Shark. That's the top YouTube video, and then video. The music videos, they're just at the top. It's a nursery rhymes and music videos. There's Snapchat, fleeting fun. Twitter, microblogging and news. Pinterest is scrapbooking and interest stuff, special interest stuff. Right. So when we choose the platform, we need to align the nature of the social media interactions with the intention with our social media plan, our objectives. So matching objectives to social media will depend on the business type. First time customers. So if you're trying to bring new customers into your business, like customer acquisition, YouTube can be utilized to provide information-rich video. And videos are good for that. So if you're trying to promote your product or your service or your offering, market or something, you make people aware of it. Video, you can do like a 5-second ad and communicate a lot of information with that, with that 5-second ad. Customer loyalty, and the other thing is a 5-second ad can be much better than like a 10-minute video, like infomercial, right? So the way that we're looking at marketing now is changing. It's and in the past used to be like, why would you spend all that money developing a 5-second ad, and all you get out of it is 5 seconds? But it's not. That's a bad way to think about it. It should be like, what can that ad do? Like, how much can that communicate, and how is our target market going to respond to that? So that's YouTube. Customer loyalty, things like Pinterest, Snapchat, and Instagram are good for maintaining relationships. Search engine optimization, I'm going to go Facebook because of its size. Now this is from the textbook here, so this is not my personal recommendations, these are from the textbook. Advertising, good ones are Facebook and Instagram because they have a large user base and the good targeting features, and it's good for getting impressions, right? So the amount of people that can see it. Reputation, review sites and forums where people leave feedback about business, which makes sense, right? You want to be checking out those things. Business to business will be good for LinkedIn. So this is just an indication, right? It's going to be dependent on your business objectives and the context of what your the product, the context of the market which you're operating in as well. Right, so we do have some platform synergies. So that exists between social media platforms. You probably know that Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same company now, which is Meta. And that's why when you post on Facebook, it goes on Instagram, and you post on Instagram, it goes on Facebook. They're linked so that sharing on one happens on the other. And LinkedIn and Twitter also done this, so they're not owned by the same company, but they do have this, you can integrate it so that sharing on one platform actually happens on the other one as well, which I didn't necessarily know about until, I didn't know that I'd link my accounts and you share it and it's automatically happening on the other one. But it does, for businesses, it's good because it just, you can, you make one piece of copy and then you get more exposure for it. All right, let's look at social media content now.